Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about Season 3 theories, and these are all stemming from the rumor that Mat Cauthon will go to Tanchico in Season 3. To begin, I just want to reiterate that this is a rumor, but for the sake of a thought experiment, it might be fun to think about the ramifications of this if it were to happen. This rumor was reported by WoTUp, and if you'd like to watch that video, I'll link it in the description. This episode will contain spoilers for Book 5, The Fires of Heaven. If you enjoy these types of theory videos, let me know by liking this one and subscribe to the channel. So let's get into it. The infamous Foxhead Medallion. How will Mat Cauthon obtain it if he doesn't go to the Aiel Waste? In my opinion, one of the biggest mysteries of Season 3 will be Mat's storyline. There is one very big reason for him to spend time with Rand in the Aiel Waste, and that's to visit the Finn and to get some items he needs in the future. So let's do a quick recap. In the books, Mat receives the Foxhead Medallion from the Eel Finn, or the Fox people, and it works in a way that it melts any form of channeling off of him. In the show, he's already received his missing memories and Ashandarai, so I'll skip over that. He also learned some things from the Aelfinn. First, that he will die and live again, he will marry the daughter of the Nine Moons, and he will give up half the light of the world to save the world. I'm going to gloss over this information from the Aelfinn, or snake people, for the time being, because to an extent he could learn this from a viewing by someone like Min. So let's move back to that first and, in my opinion, most important aspect, the Foxhead Medallion. There's actually quite a few places where he could stumble upon it. The first option is that the Finn don't get cut from the show, and if we assume the rumor that Mat goes to Tanchico is correct, he could still spend half of the season with Rand in the Waste. It's possible Mat could go into the redstone doorframe and come out somewhere different, like Tanchico. The television series has opted to give us many occasions of fast travel. The Waste has been used multiple times without dire consequences, and the Forsaken can travel carrying people with them, so I'd imagine there are other clever ways to get Mat from the Aiel Waste to Tanchico. The Finn also have the ability to transport people in the books. Mat says out loud he wants to be back in Ruidion, and just like that, it's where the Finn sent him. In the books, there are also two sets of redstone doorframes, so he could come in one at Ruidion and exit the other in Tanchico. This option does make sense from one aspect because after Mat comes back from Ruidion in the books, he doesn't really do much in the Waste. So spending more time somewhere else with more people to interact with could give his character more to work with. So this could definitely be an option. I also like this idea because starting out in the Waste gives him an opportunity to come in contact with Couladin at some point, and it would be fun to see interactions between these two characters, considering events that happen later on in the story. The next idea is that Mat goes to the Waste but never meets the Finn. He could escort Rand to Ruidion and find the medallion there. One of the trademark characteristics of Ruidion is that there are discarded trinkets all over the place. There is a great plaza in the center of city, filled with hundreds of objects of the One Power. Rand eventually finds Terangriel there, so it would be no problem for Mat to do the same. The next theory is that he never goes to the Waste, but he encounters the Finn or the medallion somewhere else. And this is where things get a bit more challenging. The way Mat enters the realm of the Finn is an object of the One Power, the twisted redstone doorframe. In the books, one is located within the Stone of Tyr, and one is located in Ruidion. For the sake of condensing, I don't think Mat will get 2 trips through the doorway. So what if one of the doorways is in a completely new location? It's unlikely we will see Tyr in Season 3. So far, no one from production has mentioned it, unlike other locations. But there are multiple options here. It's possible Season 3 could begin in Falm, We know High Lord Turok was a collector of relics, and we could have Mat stumble upon the doorframe in a very similar way that it happens in the Shadow Rising at the Stone of Tyr, or find the medallion hidden with other items in Turok's collection. Allowing him to receive the Foxhead medallion earlier in the season would allow him to have some cool moments from the get-go. And if he does travel to Tanchico with Nynaeve and Elaine, then he already has a powerful object to help keep him safe, and a good mid-season highlight moment once a situation arises where he is attacked with the one power and the weaves melt off of him. Another reason I like this is because if the rumor is true and he's spending time with Elaine and Tanchico, it would fit very nicely for her character to make the discovery of how the medallion works, because she likes to tinker with the one power. The next option is that he finds the medallion or the redstone doorframe in Tanchico. If Nynaeve and Elaine are hunting the Black Aja, they could discover a storeroom full of looted objects of the one power that the Black Aja took from the White Tower. Another idea is that the doorframe or the medallion is found in the Panarch's Palace of Tanchico. Inside the palace, there is a museum displaying many items from previous ages. One of these artifacts is something that the Forsaken are searching for. So it makes perfect sense a valuable terangrial could be tucked away and part of the Panarch's collection. The exciting thing about this option is that it would also mean that Mat goes into the palace with Nynaeve and Elaine, and it could really stretch out the time in the palace. While Mat is exploring, we could have Nynaeve have her showdown with Mogideon, then cut back to Mat meeting the Finn. Personally, this is one of the locations I'm most excited to see because it would be a great location to sneak in Easter eggs or items from our age. The last idea is something that I think could be really funny. Remember when I said Mat could enter the redstone doorframe in Ruidion and exit another in Tanchico? Well, imagine if Nynaeve has her big battle with Mogideon in the palace, and as she's escaping with Elaine, Mat is simultaneously leaving the realm of the Finn that he had entered via the Aiel Waste, and exits the doorframe located in Tanchico in the palace. And they pass one another in a corridor while all hell is breaking loose. Imagine Black Aja members are channeling at Nynaeve, and Mat's medallion deflects the weaves and allows them to make it to safety. This could be a really creative option that I think would translate pretty well. To finish up this video, I will say that I'm someone who is very flexible in terms of books to show changes. As long as something makes logical sense, it's not too big of a problem for me. But I will say that for me, the Finn are a big moment that I would be sad to see cut. They are very Fae-like in nature and bring a big level of mystique. I really enjoy all the otherworldly characters in the Wheel of Time, and the Finn have really important moments. That's it for today. Let me know if any of these ideas are something you would like to see, or let me know if you have your own theories. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you back next time.